unboxing is a pair of board books from Nosy. They're both by Johnny Dyrander, and it's a Make Track series. And so the first one is about cars, and you drive 5 vehicles around the tracks. And the second one is a building site. And so you might not be able to tell because it's flat, but the cover has, like multiple, layers. So like there's a cutout. Oh my goodness. Did you see that? So it's all glued down, but there's an actual track on the page. Oh my goodness, that's how you make tracks. Whoa, this is so cool. So I would say I had 2 kids who liked vehicles. And one might be more predictable. My son, who's the youngest, he had a brief moment where he liked, trucks and like the building site. But the real aficionado of cars is my middle daughter, who's 21. And she's the only one who was like raring to learn how to drive and now drives really well. And so I would make the argument that cars and trucks are for everyone. And especially with this interactive aspect, that just makes it appealing to everyone. Whoa. Okay. So it's almost like a maze. So here we learn about the car and all the different parts, which I think if you're into cars, like you would like this level of detail. Like my daughter, even last year, she told me how she liked a certain part of a car, which I never even heard of, but it was literally the handle, like the way they designed the outside handle, not the handle itself, but like the casing. She gave me details about what makes a nice, clean design for that. And I was fascinated. I had never even thought about it. So anyway, here we're driving a car around a busy town, which today driving to Newton was a lot harder than one would think because it's so crowded. And so here's a different kind of car, has a lot of similar pieces, and it has a different track and kind of a different, built landscape. And here we have a race car, which my middle daughter, not surprisingly, and my husband, they love Formula One racing. And honestly, I kind of got interested in Formula One racing only because of the Netflix series or whatever documentary series there is, where you just learn and met all the drivers. And then I was sucked in as well. And then here's a taxi van. Oh, and then we have a different kind of a track, a roundabout. This is so cool. Okay, let's take a look at the building. At the building site, here we have a concrete mixer and more of like a sort of a city landscape. We have a dump truck with a different track. It's more of a on-site construction, some kind of big project, it looks like. Here we have an excavator, and we have another roundabout. Roundabouts, I had never really seen roundabouts when I lived in California, but in Boston, in Massachusetts, they're quite popular and literally my nemesis. Like roundabouts I'm not great with direction or maps, and roundabouts, they kill me. Even with a nav, I just get so confused. And a bulldozer. So this book, honestly, has wide appeal. Kids who love trucks, absolutely, trucks and cars will love this, and they'll love all the detail about the different parts. But it's just really beautifully illustrated, but it's really the interactivity, because it's the perfect size for little fingers, and just the slidey action is so fun. And also it's built pretty, constructed very well. That, I mean, it's possible that you're going to, over time this page gets wrecked because it's not, you could like bend it and lose the little circly guy. But it's pretty sturdy. Honestly, it's pretty sturdy. I think if you just used it, normal use at home, you could read this for years and it would be, perfectly intact. We had these Usborne books where it was it was a board book, but it wasn't like super thick cardboard, but you take out a piece of it like a mouse, and then you sort of run it through each page. And we managed to keep track of it and not wreck the book for years. Eventually we lost the mouse, but I mean, it survived intact for a really long time because it was a very popular bedtime read. Thank you to Nosy Crow for sending me these books, and thank you for watching.